Yes, yes, and it's true. I did have a Runaway Girls and Sharp Knives phase. And it was David Staines who edits the New Canadian Library books. And he was at the 1994 conference, and I have the book that came out of that conference and the essay that I wrote about that, and thought, oh, they're right. There are, well, I guess I'd come on that myself, but that I almost always had a little girl who runs away and has a sharp knife because she might have to cut a stick. It's not that she uses it for self-defense, but she needs to build a lean-to or sharpen something or cut a rope free. So I see that that phase is over, that wanting to write about little girls being independent and being able to run away and look after themselves and not be fearful. So that phase did meld into, I guess, a couple of works, and including poetic works, that have to do around there's a center of gravity around home and what home and place mean. And living in Prince Edward Island, the meaning of place has lots of ripples. I also teach the course on L.M. Montgomery now, and was really involved with the Montgomery Institute, and I've become a huge admirer of L.M. Montgomery and read everything of hers and about her, and her interpretation of Prince Edward Island, setting 19 of her 20 novels here. But more than that, the effect that Montgomery had on the concept of Prince Edward Island has interested me. How people consider Prince Edward Island not just the place, the geographical place, but all these layers added by Montgomery's fiction and poetry and journals, so that how a place has resonance because of the artists and the readers, the layers and layers of readers about a place, and how all of that together starts shimmering. And I feel so, I hike and camp, and I feel so drawn to certain places, not just Prince Edward Island, but I've been to Australia a number of times, and I love the prairie and the American Southwest and all the places there are many places I haven't traveled to that I know that I will have a sense of the place that's indescribable and has profound meaning. And so to write about characters who reflect that interests me. I'm reading now, and have been for a couple of years, Pablo Neruda. And I have for my whole life read Neruda, really, but I want to learn Spanish, so I'm teaching myself Spanish by reading Neruda. I have the big fat edition that has the English on one side and the Spanish on the other. And the way Neruda evokes place and how people are inseparable from it is one of my goals in writing, be able to do that. So the phase now, I'm really I'm writing a lot about poetry and a lot about the natural world in the Anthropocene, like this era that we're in right now that began 200-300 years ago, that a couple of years ago, or maybe it was just last year, the Geological Society has agreed this is a whole new geological era, the Anthropocene. We've made enough changes to planet Earth in a few years that match, millions and millions of years worth of change in the other geological eras. So this living smack at this point in the Anthropocene and being so fond of and that's really a weak word, but being so part of the natural world and seeing it disintegrate is something I write about all the time. I can't stand it.